Hello, Management 330. This is Fred David, and the app I have created today is an NBA Fantasy Stats Keeper. This app gives you an edge when joining/slash managing an NBA Fantasy League team. It will allow you to easily keep track of NBA players' stats so that you can have the best draft possible, and it'll also allow you to update those stats and delete if a player retires or he gets injured, so you need to trade or something. Um, so the stats I chose to incorporate into this app are obviously the player's last name and first name, what team they play for, how many minutes they play, the points they average per game, the rebounds they average per game, the assists they average per game, and the steals and the blocks they average per game. And so currently my list has two players, and I will show you this by going on the Retrieve Player Stats tab. Currently, I have Kobe and LeBron. These are not accurate stats. This is just an example. However, the names and the teams are accurate. I'm showing you that my retrieve page is how that it works, and then there is a home button to go back to the very beginning. If I wanted to add another player, let's say, for instance, I will add Tim Duncan. So I type in all the appropriate variables. Tim, he plays for the Spurs. Once again, I will be using random variables as I do not know how the actual stats of these players are. Let's say he gets 22. The average is 14. Average is 6. Let's say he gets like 4, 3, and then he blocks 14. So once I add, I'm ready to add all this information. When I'm adding a new player, I click the insert button, and as you can see that there is a new player stat in my app. And then you go home, and let's just say Tim Duncan, he somehow, someone got injured, so he has to play more minutes. So we need to update his minutes to 45. By doing that, he's averaging more points a game. So let's say 47. His other stats probably get updated too, but let's just say his points are the only thing that gets updated. So as you can see, his points are updated in his minutes. And then you can go back, and let's say a player is this particular player that you have on your roster is injured or he retires for next season. So that way you can decide if you want to look at this guy for next season or not. You just click on the delete player, and for this case, since he actually is retired and doesn't play anymore, let's just say he's retired instead of doing some kind of injury scenario. So you delete him, and as you can see now, we only have our two players right here that we started with. And yeah, that is my app. As you can see, it works perfectly fine. I hope you enjoyed.